Hey everybody out there on YouTube. I'm at chesstempo.com right now, which is usually where I solve most of my tactics puzzles. And decided it might be fun to kind of just solve a few tactics puzzles and just see how that goes. Now I've created a custom tactics set here um, that's only going to throw problems at me that are rated between 1400 and 1700. So while that seems fairly low, but um, I I like to do these kinds of problems because I feel like that they're more about pattern recognition than calculation. And what I'm wanting to work on is just quickly spotting weak things. Because to be honest, I don't really recall the last time I lost a game to some like ridiculously crazy phenomenal tactic. The last time that I really most times that I lose is because of some relatively simple tactic. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go through and break down the position and see what I find. So the first thing that I notice here is that I'm white to move, and the material count is even. We both have the same number of pawns, knights, couple rooks. I noticed that white has a pawn that's very close to queening. I also have a pawn that is being that's attacking my rook here. So the my general strategy though is that I almost always try to see what I can do that ignores the attack, because that usually seems to be a better chance of being the right decision. So I immediately want to try to find some way of moving the rook here on d8 so that I can queen the pawn. Now, how do we go about doing that? One idea I have is to play rook takes rook, pawn takes, king takes, and then knight to c6. But after king takes, he has a move to do something with. So that doesn't seem that forcing, so we're going to look for something else. We have, what do we have? I think I'm generally a pretty slow tactician. I can typically figure it out, but I'm pretty slow about it for most of the time. And, just knight takes seems like the most simplest thing, but rook takes is considerably more forcing because it essentially forces him to retake with the pawn. And then after that, then what? I still want to play king takes and then knight. After king takes, what can he do? I'm still defending the pawn enough times. He can't play knight c5 to block that, to add a attacker because my pawn will be here. If he plays c3, then I would play knight takes, or knight check, queen, king would be forced to move here, and then after knight takes d8, he has king takes, and nothing's guarding this pawn anymore. So maybe that doesn't work out all that well anyway. So instead, what do we got here? Instead, immediate rook c8 comes to mind. He can't capture it obviously because I queen, but if he captures here and then I capture on d8, I capture on d8 and he retakes with the king, and then I play knight f7 check and then queen. That seems promising. Why can't I just do that after I play rook takes rook, pawn takes, and then just play knight, or play rook to c8? Why can't I just do that? That seems safer. Let's play that and see what happens. Says we're right. Okay. Oh, and it's just gonna give it up. All right. So we got that one right. It took us quite a long time to get it though. 4.5 minutes for only a problem rated 1439. That's pretty terrible. Well, I guess I did spend quite a bit of that time talking to you guys. All right, so jumping into this next position, we have a bishop versus a knight. We both have two rooks. We both have queens, and an equal number of pawns. Okay, so this pawn is hanging on a2. This rook is undefended as well. I think that I want to play bishop takes knight, queen takes, and then queen a6 check. And that, I believe, will pick up this rook here. Let's give that a go. And it says we're right. So that one went considerably faster. That was a much better puzzle for us. So let's try the next one. All right, so again, material counts even. We have opposite color bishops. We have a discovery lined up here. Black looks like he's maybe wanting to play. Well, I thought maybe he wanted to play queen c3, but I guess if he wanted to do that, he would have just done it the last time. But the most obvious thing is to play rook c7, discover check, and pick up the queen. Is there anything any better than that? Is there a mate, maybe? Oh, I can just take on f8, and if he recaptures, then I just mate him on f7. That seems better. And if he plays to e7, then I just have queen f7, and that seems like mate as well. All right, so that was quite easy, but that problem was rated 1560. Why was that rated so high? That seems so easy. All right, so next one, bishop versus knight. We both have white's a pawn up, and we both have a couple of rooks. The queen definitely looks unhappy. Or sorry, the king. The king looks decidedly unhappy with his status in life. It seems like that he's almost trapped. So I'm wanting to try to find some way to trap the king, or rather checkmate, I suppose is what they call it when you trap the king. I mean, I can play rook takes d4, knight takes, pawn takes, and I've won some material, but that doesn't seem like much. I can just play pawn takes bishop, and then after knight takes, I play rook d1, and I'm going to pick up the, yeah, I'm going to pick up the knight there. Okay, so I guess, oh wait, I'm a piece down to begin with. Oh, okay, so I play here, I'm threatening mate, so he has to take with the knight. So then we checkmate him anyway? Yeah, we're just going to checkmate him anyway. Alright, so that one took a little over a minute. It's pretty slow. Alright, so we got queen, queen, knight versus bishop. We got a couple of rooks each. I am a pawn down currently. So this bishop is not presently defended. The oh, I have the queen is not defended. So I'm thinking if I take this knight, he retakes with the rook. I play bishop c4 check, and then I take on. I win the queen. Is that right? We're gonna give it a go. Seems like it might be right. And oh no, we should have taken on f. Yeah, we forgot a pretty important in between move there. We should have taken. We got that one wrong, but I know immediately what I had done wrong. We needed this in between move, taking here, and then we take here, and that's a way better situation. So that was annoying that we kind of got ahead of ourselves. I was thinking that in my head, I kind of had thought that after I took the queen that I was going to get this guy, and so it didn't matter I lost him. But that comes with check, so yeah, not so hot. All right, so next one. Okay. Oh man, looks like equal on pawns maybe. We got no, black's pawn up. So black is a pawn up. I notice his. It seems like he has a back rank problem. So yes. We're just gonna checkmate him real quick. All right. Move on to the next one. All right. So rook, knights, and then even number pawns that both have a queen. Looking for undefended pieces. So it seems like the queen. Yeah. So it seems like maybe if we take right here, that his queen has no place to retreat that's going to protect the rook. Seems like that looks like a good plan, maybe. Let's do it. Oh wow, the computer comes up with the weirdest things. So we take with the king, or do we take with the pawn. I mean, the natural thing, I think, is to take with the king because it preserves the pawns. But you always have to be careful with these kinds of things. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take with the king. Okay, it doesn't seem to matter. Or that was the right decision anyway. All right, so let's do a couple more. These are fun. All right, so our queen is currently being attacked. We do have definitely a material imbalance this time, in that we are down in exchange. The most obvious thing is to check him on A1, but then he comes out to D2, and then I would want to play bishop B4, but that's probably not so amazing because it drops the piece. So wait. What about playing bishop F4 check? Because if queen takes, then queen takes rook is checkmate. So instead, that would force him to play out to D1, because if he plays back to B1, then A2 is checkmate. So if he plays to D1, then what? Then do I play check on A1 then, at that point? But then he comes out to E2. Seems like I've let him escape. There's got to be something in there that's better than that. All right, so we want to play F4 check. He's going to play D1, and then if I play A1 check, he's going to come out to A2. So maybe after check, Oh wait, then we just we play queen. Okay, so this is simple. He has that in between. We're gonna mate him on D2. That took a long time to figure out. A minute and a half on that one. Okay. Knight bishop, so we have that imbalance. We both have 2 rooks, 2 pawns, 3 pawns, and we have even material, which is the imbalance. So currently we have this rook is not defended. So I can win exchange just by going here. I can't win exchange by going here because he retakes with the queen. So usually winning the exchange is not enough and on chess tempo. Not enough usually. Do we see anything better than winning that? I do not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't. Let's see if the exchange is enough. Looks like it's gonna be a rare one where winning the exchange is good enough. All right. So next problem, and let's say depending on how long this one takes, this will probably be the last one. So a couple of bishops, a piece. We have equal minors, equal rooks, and equal pawns. I notice that we have some real pressure on F7 here. What to do? We also look like he has some pretty major back rank problems as well. So I'm tempted just to play H8 check, which he could play rook plate. Ooh, I'm thinking. Okay, all right. So I want to. Okay. Think about this. I have an idea that I feel like that the solution is going to end up with the rook on F8, because that would be a checkmate situation, and I just want to know how, see if I can figure out how to make that take. So I want to take here, but then he can retake with the knight. So how can I make it so that he has to take with the pawn, but I also have to deflect the knight out of the way too. So maybe that idea doesn't quite fly. What about come up with a new plan? New plan. So back to the h8 idea, but then he puts a rook in the way. If I take the rook, he puts a knight in the way. Well, he just takes it, so it's not really putting the knight in the way anymore. And I don't feel like I have anything there. So scratch that idea. Taking on f7. What happens if we take on f7? So if we play rook takes, bishop takes, and then play... Nah, that doesn't seem like that helps either. Having some difficulties here. Having some difficulties. What about we take a whole bunch of times on f7 and then play bishop h5? So takes, 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 bishop h5. It's a pen, and I just don't think that that's particularly amazing, to put it mildly. By golly, this is frustrating. We play knight g5. Rook takes makes no difference. Yeah, I don't think rook takes helps. We play bishop h5 immediately, suggesting to the rook that he should move. And in the event that the rook moves, we check on f7 with the bishop, and then he can't really retake because then we made him on f7. So which means he has to go to f8, but then we would have some pretty serious discovery situations. Okay, that is the best we have right now, so let's see what happens. And that is wrong. Alright, so let's see what the solution actually was. Rook a3, totally other side of the board, didn't even pay attention that his queen was out of squares. See, I focused way too much on one side of the board. Once I see it, I immediately notice that he has no squares. Man, that's frustrating. Well, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We got 10 problems off. I was 8 for 2. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll try it again later. Thanks a lot. Bye.